We are doing tapping today. Now, this tap and talk is utilizing flow tapping, and flow tapping is basically continuous tapping. So while I'm talking, you are just tapping. And the reason this is so powerful, I will explain this each and every time we go live, is because even if you're not focused on something specific, this tapping is working on stuff in the background. Okay. So, regardless of whether you're focused on something, tapping is always working on the central nervous system. It is always on working on releasing what is no longer serving you. It is calming you down. It is reducing anxiety and stress. And that is a good thing. So, the reason I'm doing these lives is to encourage you to tap as much as possible, as often as possible, on everything, on anything. Like, if your life is not absolutely perfect and exactly the way you want it in every sense of what you imagine and what you dream it to be, then you have one of the most powerful, simplest transformational tools here, right at your fingertips. They go everywhere with you, and you can use them everywhere on anything. If you are not doing this daily, why not? If things aren't working out the way you want and you are not utilizing this incredibly powerful tool, why not? What's stopping you? Because your life can change very, very quickly. And today we are working on healing your money mindset, healing your relationship with money, healing your money wounds, for want of a better word. And we will be talking around various aspects of this. I will be getting you to do exercises on this. These tapping videos are more like workshops. They are free workshops available for you on YouTube to access, and you could do them more than once and you will get results every single time. So if you are in a public place or your arms get tired doing this, my arms are so conditioned to doing this because I do it all the time, then you can do this. So this is another form of tapping. You just tap on next to the fingernail, the cuticle on the fingernail, because there are meridian points there. What you're doing is tapping on meridian points. So now I will ask, if you do enjoy these videos, then please do me a favor, like and subscribe and comment, participate in the chat. The more you participate, the more the algorithm picks this up, the more it sends it out, the more people get to see it, the more lives are transformed. And I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible and get as many people around the world tapping as I possibly can, because together we can transform the world with this one simple, powerful technique. So, in relation to healing your money mindset, as you know, the only thing that's standing in between you and the financial results that you want is this. It's your beliefs. It's you. It's whatever is going on inside of you. The hardest work you will ever do to achieve success, if you are not making the progress that you want now at the moment, it's not whether or not you've achieved your goals. It's whether or not you're making the progress that you want. Because our lives are an ongoing journey toward a destination, either of our choice or something that we are allowing to unfold by default, and we're at the mercy of everything. So I recommend that you choose the destination, the goal, the vision for your life deliberately, clearly. Get very, very clear on that. And you take deliberate steps toward that every day. Otherwise, you have no reason to complain if things don't work out the way you want. Because if you're not doing the work, if you're not guiding and taking the action to deliberately get the outcomes that you want, then that's a bit like saying, well, I want to lose weight, but I keep eating too much and I'm not doing any exercise. But it's really frustrating because I'm not losing any weight. Like, What the? Same deal here. I could you could you could have the best money-making strategy on the planet. Proof. Works every time. You bring somebody in who has a lack and scarcity mindset, then it's never going to work, or it'll kind of work, but not, not in the way that you want it to work. Or it'll work and they'll make a lot of money and then they'll just blow it because they've got a scarcity mindset. So I worked with somebody recently who invested several $100,000 in a scam and lost the lot. Now, they made it in good faith. They thought it was a great investment. And it tanked, absolutely tanked. They didn't know it was going to tank. They never would have done it if they had. But what was behind that decision in the first place? Because on a certain level, their higher self, their higher consciousness knew the outcome. And they did it anyway. I'm not saying that consciously they knew the outcome, because who in their right mind would ever do that? But subconsciously they knew the outcome and they did it anyway. So this is your work. Your work is the mindset work. So let's investigate what's really going on in the background that's causing you and blocking you from getting the results that you want. Are we on the same page? Are you ready to uncover and find out the uncomfortable truth about why you are blocking your progress and the results that you want with money, why you're not building wealth, why you're not wealthy AF already? You ready for that? I hope so. Okay, so, and by the way, each of these tap and talks that I do, each of them is a piece of the puzzle. Each of them, like 2 days ago, I did a tap and talk where I did some really powerful exercises that would help you to uncover some of your blocks around money, around wealth, around wealthy people. I've also got a free download, by the way, that has 600 common blocks to money, wealth, and abundance. And the link is in the description. And if you want that, just type money blocks and I will send you the link to be able to download it. Totally free. Don't have to pay a cent for it. Now, if you close your eyes right now, keep tapping. Do not stop tapping. And just tune into the subconscious. And firstly, actually, I want you to repeat after me. So I choose, as you keep tapping, I choose to find my blocks to money, wealth, and abundance so I can clear them. I am determined to find my blocks to money, wealth, and abundance. And I will clear them. I am deciding right now not to accept mediocrity, scarcity, or lack anymore. Today, I am making a decision that my vision, my goals, my dreams are non-negotiable. I will do the internal work. I will make decisions based on creating wealth and abundance in my life. And I will never, ever quit. Because my goals and my dreams matter. I will work with my subconscious to root out and clear the blocks that I have to money, wealth, and abundance. I know that my subconscious is doing what it believes is right to keep me safe. But at this point, my subconscious and these blocks to money, wealth, and abundance are hurting me more than they are helping me. So I am determined to find them and to clear them. And every day I make choices that help me to heal my money mindset, so I can be wealthy AF, so I can contribute in a meaningful way to the planet, so I can live my best life, so I can have the life of my dreams, so I can be the best version of me, so I can show others how it's done. And one more thing before we do this exercise. Sorry, I know I've deviated a bit, but recognize that if you're born in a Western country, if you're living in the United States or in Europe, in Australia, in New Zealand, in Canada, then you have a privilege and opportunities that billions of people on the planet would never even dream of being possible. You have access to so much. You have access and what is available to you in the way of money-making opportunities, living a really comfortable life. It's all there waiting for you. The only thing that is stopping you, is your limiting decisions. Do not squander these opportunities, because there are people in the world who envy, no matter where you're at financially right now, no matter what your situation is, there are billions of people in the world who envy the life that you have right now. Even if you're struggling financially, even if you have bills piling up, there are people in countries who would their dream life. Do not squander these opportunities, because everything is waiting for you. The money is waiting for you. The wealth is waiting for you. Are you going to decide to step up? No more excuses. I know that you have reasons that you feel are perfectly valid, but at this point, they're just excuses. And are they serving you? Are they serving you? I know it's a little bit of tough love. Okay, let's get on with the exercise. So I want you to think about money. Just think about money. Drop into your heart space and connect in with money. Just connect in with it. What image do you see when you think about money? How is it represented for you? How do you feel about it? Keep tapping, don't stop tapping. How do you feel about it? Does it make you feel good? Does it make you feel anxious? Does it make you feel sad? How do you feel about money? Not your money situation, just money. Now, how do you feel about your financial situation? Get realistic about your financial situation, the amount of money that you have, the debt that you have, the income that you have. Be real. Be honest with yourself. If you're not honest with yourself, this will not help you. Be absolutely brutally honest with yourself, no matter how uncomfortable, because it is getting uncomfortable. That is the point of your transformation. If you keep sweeping this under the rug, you're never going to be able to clear it because you're just ignoring what is causing this in the first place. Okay. Take a deep breath. Just reach out to your subconscious and repeat after me. Subconscious, you are a powerful force in my life. I'm bewildered. I'm confused about how I got here with money. I need your help to understand. What is it that's really blocking me from having a rich and wealthy relationship with money? Subconscious, what is blocking me from having more money? Now, keep tapping and sit and breathe. And just wait. Do not reach for the answer. Wait for the answer. Wait for the subconscious to respond. And once it responds, just tap on whatever comes up. Whatever belief comes up, just keep tapping. Acknowledge the belief. How does that belief make you feel? Where did that belief come from? Is it your belief or is it somebody else's? Is it serving you? Are you ready to release this belief? I destroy, uncreate, and delete this belief. Repeat that. I destroy, uncreate, and delete this belief. I destroy, uncreate, and delete this belief. I destroy, uncreate, and delete my emotional attachment to this belief. I destroy, uncreate, and delete the significance I have placed on this belief. I destroy, uncreate, and delete this belief. Just keep tapping. Keep saying those words if you wish. And just feel your attachment to that belief soften. Because the beauty of tapping is that you don't erase your past. What you do is you actually release the emotional attachment to the past. You release the emotional attachment to the belief. Now think of another, an opposite to that. Whatever is the opposite to the belief that you identified, Bring that into your consciousness. And as you're tapping, just say, I choose to believe this instead. Whatever the new belief is, I choose to believe instead. I choose to believe instead. I choose to believe instead. I choose to believe. I choose to believe. I choose to believe. Now I want you to find evidence that supports the new belief. I want you to rack your brain. I don't care whether it's evidence in your own life or whether it's evidence you see in other people's lives or in the world somewhere. Find evidence. This is a little mining expedition. Your brain is so powerful. Find evidence of the new belief because you need to reinforce it. And you can do this exercise over and over and over and over and over. And here's the beauty of doing these exercises. Once you shift your mindset into an empowered state with empowering beliefs around money, around wealth, around abundance, then you will naturally make better decisions. You will naturally attract good quality opportunities. You will naturally attract people into your life who will guide you, who will support you, who will give you ideas. See, that the how is not your job. Once you've got the mindset right, the rest unfolds. You make better quality decisions. You don't make decisions that lose hundreds of thousands of dollars. And you choose in favor of you and you take different actions because your mindset is wired in a different way. This is how this works. The most spectacular opportunity could land in your lap. Just say there are 20 people, all with exactly the same opportunity, all with exactly the same framework, all with exactly the same training. The people with the wealth and abundance and success mindset, what do you think is going to happen for them with that opportunity? They'll pick it up, they'll run with it. Doesn't mean it's all going to be sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns. There'll be thunderclouds, there'll be storms, there'll be challenges, they'll be tested. Oh, yeah. Every single person who has ever been successful has been tested. Read the books about the super wealthy and successful. They were tested in ways that I'd like crawl into a hole and go, yeah, it's too hard. I'm done. Because I'm not there yet. But they became the people they needed to be to meet those challenges and to find ways to overcome those challenges. Because, repeat after me while you're tapping, I am bigger than any problem or challenge I will ever face. I am bigger than any problem or challenge I will ever face. I am bigger than any problem or challenge I will ever face. I choose to be unstoppable. I choose to be unshakable. I choose to be unbreakable. I choose to be the best and most powerful version of me every single day. I choose in favor of me. I choose to know anything is possible. I choose to know I can find solutions to any problem. I choose to know I am infinitely powerful. Do you feel that? Do you feel the power in you rising right now? You have so much potential within you that you have not even begun to explore or begun to realize. That potential would shock you. No matter what somebody else has achieved, if you feel drawn to achieve that, you're capable of achieving that. The only thing that's stopping you is you. So back to the original story. I do this all the time. I go around in circles. Well, not circles. I do a little bit of I take the scenic route. Let's just say that. But if you're tapping, you're still working on this stuff. You're still changing your mindset. So back to the story about the opportunity with the 20 people. What do you think is going to happen for the people with the lack and scarcity mindset? They'll see the opportunity. They'll second guess themselves. Their fears and doubts and anxieties will come up. They won't take consistent, aligned action. They'll come to the first hurdle and they'll stop. They will find excuses and reasons to not take the action, or they just won't feel like it. Life will happen. They will sabotage themselves. Sound familiar? It's not the opportunity. So let's do one more before we wrap it up, because I know we're almost at the 30 minutes already. So again, thinking about money and going back to the subconscious, the subject of money. Subconscious. What else is slowing me down, standing in the way, and stopping me from being wealthy and successful? And just wait. Wait for the answer. Get as much detail as you possibly can. If you need to, say, can you explain more about this to me? Show me more. Tell me more, subconscious. Have a conversation with your subconscious that gives you clarity and understanding. And when it lands, it's like, oh, that's why I'm not getting the results that I want. And believe me, this is a labyrinth. Your brain is a labyrinth. 60,000 beliefs up there, give or take, either supporting you or sabotaging you. So it's up to you to find out the ones that are sabotaging you and clear them. And the work is constant. So as you're focusing on this next belief, just I destroy, uncreate, and delete this belief. I destroy, uncreate, and delete this belief. I destroy, uncreate, and delete this block. I destroy, uncreate, and delete this limiting decision. I destroy, uncreate, and delete how I feel about this decision. I destroy, uncreate, and delete my attachment to this block, whatever the block is. I destroy, uncreate, and delete all other limiting decisions that I have made related to this block. Feel that land. I destroy, uncreate, and delete all other limiting decisions related to this block, this fear, this doubt. Okay, now I'm not going to go any further. I'm going to leave this here today because you have the framework. This is a powerful framework. If you fail to use it, that's on you. Because you have the power to completely change and transform your life. It is the quality of the questions that you ask, it is the quality of the work that you do that will either get you beyond your limiting decisions and your limiting beliefs into the realm where you are making progress faster than you ever imagined possible. You have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to be brutally honest with yourself and go to uncomfortable places. And you know, I've actually provided so much free content that if you really spent the time with this free content, you would transform your entire life. The problem is, most people don't spend the time doing this work. And then they complain about why they haven't got the results. And I know that many people out there are working their butts off. Like I said, it's not how hard you work. I was listening to a guy, Dan Martell, yesterday, and he was giving a 12-point thing about billionaires and the billionaire mindset. And he said what continues to surprise him when he speaks to billionaires, because he's a multi-millionaire himself. He's built multiple 10-figure businesses. 10-figure? 9-figure businesses. And he continues, he's just taken one business from something like zero to, I don't know, 25 million bucks or something within 12 months. He's insane. But he said that what continues to surprise him is actually how little billionaires work. Why? How is that possible? Because they use leverage. It's not about how hard they work. It's about how smart they work and the leverage that they build in to their frameworks, their success plans, and the way that they do it. But they have the mindset that enables and that empowers them to do that. They have a wealth, abundance, success, and prosperity consciousness. So I'm going to leave it there because I could just talk all day. If you're in my community, you know that I could talk like under wet cement. So keep doing the tapping. I'd love it if you would comment below. If you want that guide, that free guide on the common blocks to money, wealth, and abundance, then just either type money blocks or you will find the link in the description below to be able to go and download that free guide. And if you want to work with me, then you can reach out to me at my email at margarita@wealthconsciousnessmovement.com. If you want to know how to work with me directly, I have multiple coaching programs and different ways I can work with you to help you to fast track your success. So if that appeals to you, reach out to me and I will send you various options. And until next time, because remember, these happen a couple of times a week. And if you're subscribed, and you've hit the notification bell, you get the notification of when we're going live. But you have the ability to achieve anything you put your mind to. Never, ever, ever question that. All right. I love you loads. You're welcome, Sally. Mwah. Nice to see you here. Ciao.